What's going on, guys? Brandon Hardin here. Hope you're having a great day. It is Friday the 27th of November, which means it is the beginning of Black Friday. I actually have a really cute slash like cool Black Friday memory from when I was a child. When you were a kid, the thing that I was obsessed with the most was like playing games, video games, and the new Xbox. And I remember for Christmas, do you remember Blockbusters, the old video store that like used to sell all the Xboxes and all the DVDs and all the games and stuff? Well, my dad, just before Christmas, was literally waiting outside Blockbusters from like 6 at night until 12 AM in the morning, literally waiting for the new Xbox to release at Black Friday, because obviously it's discounted. And now is when like a lot of people will be doing their Christmas shopping. I don't know, it's just like a really cute like childhood memory for me. Gaming when I was a kid was my social life, because I was actually like a massive loser. Playing video games was my like social life, my release, what made me feel like accepted into the world. Black Friday as a kid is like a really fond memory for me, because I was always getting like the new Xboxes for Christmas and all that kind of thing, because they were cheaper, and my family didn't have like a bunch of money back then, so it was the only time we could buy stuff like that. I'm actually starting to feel so much better now, so we're back on track with all the meals. We have 250 milliliters of egg whites with 3 whole eggs, 2 cinnamon and raisin bagels. Bearing in mind, bagels are impossible to get in Dubai. Like, they do not sell these in any store. You have to go to like a weird place. I have no idea why they don't sell bagels in Dubai, but you literally have to order them from this weird bagel sandwich shop. Not order a sandwich, just order a bunch of plain bagels, and they come in this paper bag. And because they're like so impossible to get, I've actually got some more and froze them. So I've got 3 in the cupboard and 6 in this bag right here. Got a bunch of these meals frozen because meal prep is currently on point. We are back to staying on track with all the, I'm trying to close the door behind me. Back to staying on track with all my meals and stuff, because I am feeling a lot better right now. This is the 2nd day of feeling good. This is gonna be my 4th day not going to the gym, because obviously being ill, the last thing I want to do is actually go to the gym and like infect everyone else. First day I actually felt bad was in my last video when I went to the beach club, and I was like, you know what, like I definitely like shouldn't be here. Did think it was okay for me to train because I wasn't feeling terrible yet, but I've been staying at home. I'm actually starting to feel a lot better now, which is absolutely fantastic. Preparing myself for the gym sessions ahead with staying on track with all my food and stuff, and I will be going back to the gym tomorrow if I'm feeling completely 100%. Hey Stitch. She's the most verbal cat I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, she meows so much. This cat is called Stitch, and it is the most needy cat. It's like a lion. Like a lion's mane. And Stitch is actually enjoying the Alphalete box quite a lot. This is all the Black Friday releases. We actually went out this morning to take some pictures in the desert wearing some of this stuff, because the Alphalete Black Friday sale does actually start today. And if you use code HARDBUDDY for the sale, I would really appreciate it. And remember the massive giveaway where I'm picking one person to fly to Alphaland +1. I'm actually picking the winner for that at the end of this sale. So literally in the next 2 days time, the winner for the trip to Alphaland will be picked. Obviously, tickets will be booked for when Alphaland is finished and the open date is released, but I do think it's time to pick the winner for the giveaway. And the only reason this giveaway is a thing is because when Alphaland opens, I potentially may not even be able to go, because it's in America, and I have spent quite a sufficient amount of time in America over the last 2 years, and my ESTA may not yet be accepted to go back into the USA. So I thought it'd be cool if one of you could go in my place to enjoy it instead of me. So we need some sauce for the breakfast. Maybe having some of this Alphalete smoky barbecue. Just a little bit on the eggs. Now to enjoy this breakfast, and then after this I'm going to talk about the title and thumbnail of this video, which is what shows I have picked to compete in next year, because I feel like I've been talking about competing for a while now. And of course the reason I did hold off on picking a show this year was because of the uncertainty of the show actually being on. But now finally the federation in the UK that I'll be competing in next year, Two Bros, has finally released their show schedule, and I can now announce what shows I've picked to do next year. Honestly, when the shows were released, it was like a breath of fresh air, because I was like, finally I can prep, finally I can showcase everything I've been working for over the last 1.5 years of the off season. All right, so I feel like the next part of this video is gonna be somewhat of like a life update, because I feel like I haven't sat down and just had a conversation with you guys since I've been in Dubai. I feel like every single video has been like jam-packed with like new things, traveling, seeing Dubai, exploring, going to the gym, doing collabs, all that kind of thing. Like, so right now I'm gonna sit down and kind of just do that and tell you how everything's been going, and the news that you probably come here to find out, which is what show I am gonna be competing in, or what shows I'm gonna be doing next year in 2021. At the beginning of this year, I actually started a competition prep before everything happened and everything had to be shut down in January, and I was very happy with the progress that we made on the off season compared to the beginning point of where I started prep when I won my last show. On screen right now is the beginning physique of where I started at the beginning of the prep with the last show that I actually competed in and actually won. And I was actually very surprised in the placing that I did get at the show, considering my starting point was reminiscent of a dad bod in my opinion. Like, yes, it is like somewhat developed. I'm not like belittling anyone's goals. If someone's goals like is close to how I started, I understand that I wasn't in a terrible position, but in my eyes now, looking back at that footage, seeing where I am now versus where I was, it just makes me that much more excited to prep and compete again, because my starting point right now is a lot better than when I started prep last time. Here is a comparison to when I started prep at the beginning of the year, the prep that I only did for about 3 weeks and couldn't finish because of everything that was shutting down in the world. Me and my coach thought it'd be the smartest thing to do to hold off, to find out more, to find out when shows were going to be happening, if they were going to be happening. As the year unraveled, we thought it'd be the smartest decision to hold off, to just optimize this year as a bulking year, to be over a year and a half of an off season, to then be able to start prep in 2021 even further developed from when I started prep at the beginning of this year. Because as you can see, the two comparisons of where I started prep in 2019 versus 2020, there is a substantial difference. And when I start prep at the beginning of 2021, there will be even more of a difference, which just gets me even more excited to just start to see what physique I'll be presenting on stage next year, because all the work that I've put into this off season has not been for no reason. I haven't just been like watching other people compete. Like, I got a few comments in previous YouTube videos being like, why don't you just compete and stop talking about it? Trust me, I have wanted to prep this entire year, and I haven't just been talking about it for no reason. I've just been listening to my coach and trusting that he has a plan, and I am very trusting in Callum. I don't think I could be in better hands. I'm very confident in the plan that he has, so we have held off this year just in case, because of all the shows that have been cancelled. Yes, there were shows that I could have got my pro card in America. I would have had to start prep about 3 to 4 months ago if I wanted to do those shows, so obviously that wasn't going to happen, because why would I start prep at the peak being in the UK while everything that was going on in the world with so much uncertainty, knowing that shows could be cancelled. The Toronto Pro Show that was in Canada, people were literally 1 day out from competing and the show got cancelled as people were at the venues. I didn't want to be in a position, and Callum didn't want me to be in a position where this could potentially be me, so we thought it'd be smart to hold off till next year and then obviously be in a safe position to start prep and not be worried if shows are going to be cancelled. Because yes, it would have been nice to do a show. I got a lot of messages when Dylan McKenna got his pro card being like, that could have been you, and I was like, well, 1, it couldn't have, because I would have had to start prep 4 months ago. 2, the show is in America and you know I can't get there. And 3, if I was to start prep, it would have been going against my coach's plan, so it just wouldn't have made any sense. Like, congratulations to everyone that managed to compete this year and get a pro card. It's honestly incredible, and the pro division now has a lot more incredible athletes competing in it, and I do plan on joining the pro league with the shows that I'm about to tell you right now. There's 3 shows in mind. There's 1 which is a qualifier. I've never done an IFBB related show. The federations that are under IFBB is CPA, which is Canadian, NPC, which is America, and 2 Bros, which is UK federation linked to the IFBB. So obviously the shows that I'll be doing will be 2 Bros shows. Having never done a 2 Bros event before, I need to have done one to compete in an amateur Olympia, which are the following 2 shows that I'll be doing after the qualifier. The first show that I'll be doing is going to be on the 6th of June, and it is the 2 Bros Mecca Classic Regional Qualifier. This is going to qualify me for the next show that I want to do, and then obviously once I've done a qualifier, I can then do the following show after, because you only have to qualify once. Backtracking 16 weeks, because a 16-week prep is the longest prep I've ever done, and I feel like for body power, it got me in great condition to obviously win that show. So I don't want to do any less than that to compete in my first show of the season, because if anything, I'd like to diet for longer to achieve a better condition than I achieved before. That is going to start prep on literally Valentine's Day, the 14th of February. So my Valentine's Day is out the window. Geordie will also be on prep as well, so we'll probably have like a Valentine's Day prep dinner or something, the life of a bodybuilder. November is literally coming to an end. Christmas is around the corner, and as soon as Christmas, New Year's, and my birthday festivities are completed, which is on the 5th of January, I'll be 24. Literally 4 to 5 weeks after that, I will be starting prep, and it will be the sickest shredding series you have ever seen. Like, I feel like I've built this channel off my shredding series and documenting my like show preps. I've now competed in 5 shows in total. I feel like holding off on starting prep for so long now, it has just filled me with like so much fire to want to compete. I have been thinking about competing and getting this pro card since I started prep, and even before that at the beginning of this year, and I've had a whole year to think about what it's going to be like to start prep, and I will not be dishonoring myself and all of you for watching my videos expecting something of me, expecting me to give a prep everything that I have, because that's what I say that I'll do. I will dedicate myself to this prep, and that is exactly what I will be doing. Now for the second show, which is the pro qualifier, this is the show that if I win, and because it's an amateur Olympia, I think you may have to place top 2 or top 3. So if you win your class and place top 2 or top 3 in the overall, it may just be first place. I'm not sure yet, but in typical amateur Olympia fashion, they usually give out a couple pro cards for the top placings. But the second show that I'll be doing, which will be the first main show of the season, is going to be the Amateur Olympia Ukraine, which is 1 week after, on the 13th of June. The reason we wanted to compete on the 6th of June is because the Ukraine is only a week after, so I won't have to peak twice. Let's just say it doesn't happen at that show and I don't get a pro card, I'll be competing in the third show in one of 2 different ways. The third show will be the Amateur Olympia Portugal on the 16th to the 18th of July. If I get a pro card in the Ukraine show, I'll be able to compete in the Amateur Olympia. I'll be able to compete at that show as a pro. I think it has a pro division. If that's the case, I'll be competing in that same show as a pro, which makes me really freaking nervous because obviously I've never stepped on stage at that caliber before. But if I... Hello. Hey. How was your workout? Yeah, thank you. Massive FOMO. Jordan just got back from the gym and I'm still here. Or if I don't get the pro card, I'll be competing in that show for my pro card, which again, for a top placing, you may receive a pro card, whether it be top 2 or top 3 at the Portugal Amateur Olympia. So that is all the updates for my shows. Those are the 3 shows that I'm planning on doing. You know when I'm starting prep, you know when I'm going to be competing, and I can't freaking wait to start. I'm honestly bored at this point, continuing to speak about when I'm going to be competing and not actually starting prep, but we now have a date, we know when it's going to happen, and I'm so excited about it.
Thanks.
And then in terms of a life update and how we're feeling in Dubai and everything, how life is here, and obviously now we have the show schedule, we can make a plan for next year, because obviously without a visa we can't stay in Dubai, and we originally were meant to be prepping in Canada. So now we have the show schedule, we know when Geordie's going to start prep, because she's going to start slightly before me because she wants to compete in March, which is really exciting because I'm going to like be even more motivated seeing Geordie prep. And then when I start prep in February, Geordie will compete at the end of March, she'll stay on prep, and then we'll probably just be prepping together. So we need to pick a place to do that. Because the shows are in the UK, we're obviously planning on still going to Canada, but we may be in the UK a little bit more than intended, because obviously that's where her shows are and my first show is. Oh. Oh.
This is me sucking the entire time.
Oh. Please excuse our absolutely poor efforts at actually trying to be good at basketball as an excuse as just to do cardio, considering I haven't worked out in the past 4 to 5 days. I haven't really been out of the house to do cardio either. This is actually my first form of physical activity, and I can definitely feel it because I'm dying. Right, last shot of the day. 3, 2, 1. That was actually close. Oh, if only. I checked the shower, got quite sweaty on the court, so come back, had a shower, so I can continue on feeling fresh throughout the day, which means we have to restyle my hair again. And as you know, for the past few years, I've been using one brand of product and one brand only, which is Blue Man, which is actually the sponsor of this video. They were kind enough to send out an absolutely humongous package package to Dubai. So if you are looking for some hair products, you're sick of walking in drugstores, not knowing which brand to pick, and you're also sick of your local barber trying to sell his new company to you. So now guesswork is gone and you know where to go. As you can see right now, my hair is very flat, lifeless, reminiscent of a bowl cut. We're going to be using two products right now. We have the Ascend Volume Cream, which you apply when your hair is wet and damp, and then you dry your hair in the position you want it to stay, with the cream massaged into it. And then finally, we're going to be using my personal favorite, which is the Cavalier Heavy Clay to style and shape the hair. As you can see, we have a very strategically placed Blue Man hair styling station. We have the Ascend Cream, Cavalier Clay, hairbrush, and trusty hairdryer. So first up, we're going to apply the Ascend Cream, 2 pumps onto the fingers. Then you want to massage it through your hands, and then apply to the hair. Maybe a cheeky extra pump. I actually love this stuff, like I couldn't use too much of this stuff, and it really helps add volume to your hair before you put anything else in it. Sweet, all right, now this is applied. I'm going to dry the hair in the direction I want it to stay, and then apply the Cavalier Clay. Sweet, all right, so now we're done drying the hair. As you can see, we have quite a lot of volume going on right now. Now all that's left to do is take our Cavalier Clay. We've got a brand new one right here. I'm actually really glad we got this because the one I was using has now ran out. And I've got about 3 in that box as well, so we are set for a while. I'm gonna take the top off. You're gonna get a nice, generous amount. This amount is pretty much all that you need. And then massage it into your fingers, spread it through your hands, and then apply to your hair and begin to style it. Looks of things, we are all done. Blue Man are actually currently running a hefty Black Friday sale with a discount of 25% off every single product. If you buy 2 products, it's 30% off. If you buy 3 or more products, it's 35% off your order. You'll get a limited edition gift with every order, and if you order over $30 worth of stuff in the USA, you will get free shipping as well. And the sale is on until the end of this weekend, the 29th of November. So you have until Sunday to utilize this absolutely incredible discount that Blue Man is doing. I'm fully aware that this weekend is very like Black Friday-esque, like all you can probably see on social media right now is add this, sponsorship this, deal this, discount this, and I understand it's very, very annoying. Please appreciate the people that are doing these ads. It probably is their livelihood, and this is the way they make money to continue living the life they live and making the videos they do for people to enjoy. If you do not want to buy anything from Blue Man, you do not have to. If you do, it directly supports me and I really appreciate it, but you also do not have to buy anything from Black Friday. It just really supports the people that you enjoy to watch on YouTube, Instagram, all that sort of stuff. Blue Man are going to be the first link in the description down below if you would like to check out their incredible range of hair products. I'm going to go downstairs and make a post, I guess, workout meal. It was basketball, but it was my closest thing to a workout that I've had in the past 4 days. And here we have it, the next meal of the day. We have 200 grams of sweet potato, 200 grams of tilapia, and just a bit of salad sprinkled in the middle. Would I be having anything else? This is only dinner number 1, by the way, because we do have a second dinner coming in about 30 minutes. It's coming from Deliveroo. I was craving a chicken sandwich, and we are trying to make up for the last couple of days not hitting the calorie goal. Burger number 1 and burger number 2. Alright, so the place I got them from is called Chicken Co, and open up the burgers, take a look at what they look like. They're like reminiscent of Chick-fil-A and Shake Shack because they have like the bread buns that are like super soft, like not like typical bread. And of course, I did have to get 2 of them. They got like different sauces on, so they're gonna be like a different experience. I do want to give a massive thank you to every single person that supported me and supported the Hard Body launch. The launch went so much better than expected. Obviously we didn't sell out because I did prepare for the long haul. We sold out so fast last time, and there was a lot of complaints and stuff, and people were messaging me and being like, I can't believe I didn't get the belt, like I wanted this stuff and I was late. Well, that won't be the case now because I actually purposely ordered more stock so we do not sell out, so we last over Christmas and hopefully the beginning of the new year. But considering the launch went so well, I've added a 10% Black Friday discount to all of the equipment on the website with code HARDBODY. So if you use code HARDBODY at the checkout, you will save 10% off on every individual product. Not the bundles, because the bundles are already discounted by 15%, but if you only want one product, code HARDBODY will give you 10% off. That is it for the promotions. Black Friday sucks. I understand everyone's promoting stuff. You just came to the right place. You know exactly where to go now for your discounts. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm so glad that I now have show plans. I now have a date to count down to. Not just like to talk about, but for me mentally knowing that like there is a finish line of this bulk. I am sick of bulking. Yes, I'm gonna enjoy these chicken sandwiches, but I would also like to wake up knowing I have an hour of the Stairmaster to destroy, and I will be that much closer to being shredded as fuck after it. So if you enjoyed this video, again, drop a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.